The ongoing discussions between Disney and Jimmy Kimmel are creating waves, especially in the context of free speech amid a divide in public opinion. Back in 2021, late-night host Jimmy Kimmel didn't hold back when he described Texas Senator Ted Cruz, labeling him a moist, gelatinous tube worm, with an exaggerated appearance he humorously likened to an inky discharge every time he spoke. Fast forward to today, and Cruz has made interviews criticizing Disney's decision to suspend Kimmel amid heightened tensions. His remarks could potentially play a role in bringing Kimmel back to ABC, sparking debates about the implications for free speech in the entertainment industry. Conversations are actively taking place between Disney and Kimmel. These talks have been ongoing, with meetings occurring as recently as yesterday and possibly today. Disney finds itself in a precarious position. If they choose not to reinstate Kimmel, they risk alienating a segment of the talent community, and many liberals may choose to cancel their subscriptions to platforms like Hulu and Disney+. They may even reconsider their trips to Walt Disney World due to this controversy. However, if Kimmel is reinstated without a clear and sincere apology regarding his remarks about Charlie Kirk's alleged assailant, which Kimmel seems hesitant to provide, then supporters of former President Trump, often referred to as MAGA supporters, might react strongly, ramping up outrage that could exceed the backlash from previous debates such as the Don't Say Gay issue. Interestingly, there's a group of individuals who argue that Kimmel shouldn't need to apologize, asserting that his comments were taken out of context and exaggerated by right-wing media. They suggest that this situation is being utilized as a tactical maneuver, particularly by FCC Chair Brendan Carr, who appears to be leveraging the moment to create pressure on Disney, while also catering to conservative interests aligned with the previous administration. These discussions intertwine with larger business conversations, particularly around multi-billion-dollar deals in the media landscape. Insiders at Disney believe that influences from well-known figures like Cruz, ex-Vice President Mike Pence, Tucker Carlson, and the editorial board of the Wall Street Journal could provide some form of cover for the company. Cruz himself has increased discussions around the topic, referencing a podcast where he supports Kimmel's right to speak freely, suggesting that punishing him for his remarks could set a troubling precedent for the future. According to Cruz, using governmental pressure to silence critics is a dangerous road to travel. Even though Cruz and Kimmel have had their share of public banter, they've also shared lighter moments, such as Kimmel hosting Cruz for a basketball game on his show in 2018. Cruz isn't just another senator. His position as the chairman of the Senate Committee on Commerce, which oversees the FCC, adds another layer of significance to his opinions. Former Vice President Pence has also weighed in, expressing discontent over the FCC's chairman's involvement in the affair. The Wall Street Journal echoed these sentiments in an editorial, arguing that governmental tactics to punish opposing views risk diminishing free speech. They noted that while Kimmel's comments regarding Kirk's killer may have been misguided, they did not incite violence, and ultimately, they shouldn't serve as a justification for pushing someone off public airwaves. Comparatively, Kimmel's remarks were deemed far less incendiary than the hostile rhetoric often found online. Even Carlson has voiced concerns regarding free speech, warning against allowing tragic events to be exploited by those seeking to create a more restrictive environment. Kimmel's former co-host on The Man Show, Adam Carolla, has jumped to Kimmel's defense, stating that despite their differing political views, Kimmel's character is solid and generous. Carolla emphasized that personal disagreements, whether political or even trivial like pizza toppings, should not inhibit open dialogue. As Disney navigates this complex landscape, there's a cautious optimism about finding resolution. Yet it remains unclear how this will directly impact Kimmel, especially considering he is keen to avoid jeopardizing his entire team's employment after the fallout from recent writers and actors strikes, though Kimmel has remained silent. friends within his circle have spoken out. Notably, David Letterman, a veteran in the late-night scene, relayed a message from Kimmel, humorously mentioning his well-being. Bill Simmons, a longtime friend of Kimmel's and collaborator from earlier projects, expressed newfound hope that this situation might evolve positively for Kimmel's return to television. As of this weekend, it's unlikely that any major announcements regarding Kimmel's status will emerge unless a significant change occurs, leading to speculation that Steve Harvey may fill the void with reruns of Celebrity Family Feud on ABC's late-night schedule. Regardless, this matter will need to come to a resolution fairly soon, one way or another.